Greetings to all. The life of India's king, Shah Rukh Khan, may seem like a perfect fairy tale on the silver screen, but what happens behind the scenes reveals the biggest secrets of Bollywood's glittering world. This video will expose the incidents involving Shah Rukh Khan's children, the events that shook the media, and the truths that divided public opinion. Get ready, because you're about to learn things you never knew about India's most famous family. Shah Rukh Khan's eldest son, Aryan, was as charismatic and attention-grabbing as his father. He grew up in the public eye, but he never managed to project the same strong image as his father. Aryan was always a tough guy. Cameras often captured him belittling people and behaving badly. He even treated his siblings poorly and constantly had issues with his family. He grew up in wealth, prestige, and luxury from the moment he was born. But this life turned him into someone who exhibited behavior that was subject to criticism. He started fights in bars, and his name was constantly involved in incidents. Moreover, he loved to party. But the real incident shook all of India. Now I'm taking you back to 2021. On the 2nd of October 2021, during an operation targeting items subject to legal proceedings at a party on a luxury ship in Mumbai, India, Aryan Khan was among those arrested. His arrest sparked days of discussion in India. Indian narcotics police raided the ship after receiving a tip-off. The identity of the informant was never revealed. The police kept this information strictly confidential. The media ran headlines such as "Bollywood's rising star questioned in a high-profile legal case." Legal proceedings, media speculation, public reactions. What really happened? Was Aryan unfairly targeted or simply caught in a complicated situation? Shah Rukh's silence became a topic of discussion. He was particularly quiet at first, appearing to be ashamed of his son and what had happened. There were political messages behind all of this. Now everyone would learn how rich and powerful people really behave. Some people even claim that this incident was a message sent to Shah Rukh Khan. During the examination of Aryan's phone, messages were found that were allegedly linked to the trafficking of items subject to international legal proceedings. This situation caused the case to escalate further. During the trial, the defense attorneys argued that Aryan did not possess any substances subject to legal proceedings and had merely attended the party. However, the court persistently rejected the request for trial without detention. As you can see, Aryan was sent to prison. Shah Rukh Khan's fans and many famous names in Bollywood began to show their support for Aryan. Protests were held in front of the Mumbai High Court, and campaigns were launched on social media claiming Aryan's innocence. Of course, Shah Rukh Khan's famous circle of friends played a big role in this. Everyone from Karan Johar to Kareena to Kajol shared posts in support of Aryan for Shah Rukh's sake. Aryan was released on bail on the 28th of October 2021. However, this incident sparked a major debate in the Bollywood world. Some brands suspended their agreements with Shah Rukh. Aryan, meanwhile, stayed out of the public eye for a long time. This incident sparked a societal debate about how the Indian justice system operates. Are all individuals equal before the law, or is it applied differently for the wealthy and famous? Ultimately, Aryan was acquitted, but the public perception of him remained tarnished. The public began to view Shah Rukh Khan negatively as well, due to Aryan. He no longer had the same good guy image. He was harshly criticized for using his wealth to grant his son special privileges. Additionally, there were allegations suggesting that Aryan may have attempted to influence the authorities involved in the operation. Shah Rukh Khan, with the support of the country's established families, barely managed to prevent his son from going to prison. Following the incident, some began referring to Aryan as a privileged child, reflecting public perceptions shaped by media narratives. Aryan's incidents never seemed to end. I think Shah Rukh Khan's greatest challenge in life was his son Aryan. Aryan also became the center of a major controversy with his Netflix series. He took on the production and direction of the series titled The Bads of Bollywood, set to air in 2025. The series explores the dark side of Bollywood behind the scenes. However, some industry professionals claim that the series portrays Bollywood in a negative light and could harm the industry. What's more, Aryan had never worked on a set before. The fact that he was directing directly, especially on a powerful platform like Netflix, was again attributed to his father. Some people made sarcastic remarks, suggesting that he was overly dependent on his father's influence. Indeed, he was constantly doing things with his father's power. The fact that he was directing on Netflix without any cinema experience bothered everyone. Shah Rukh's children have often been at the center of the nepotism debate in India, with some critics questioning their popularity and public image. Following all this, it has begun to be discussed that Aryan's name has been involved in the trade of items related to a legal process. The incident is still very new and under investigation. Shah Rukh immediately intervened in the matter and obtained a publication ban. I will keep you informed about the developments. Especially if this incident is confirmed, Shah Rukh will have to send his son out of the country completely because the public has already started to harbor an incredible amount of hatred toward this family. Shah Rukh built his career and fortune from scratch, but his career is now more shaken than ever due to the bad behavior of his child. Let's move on to Shah Rukh Khan's daughter Suhana. Suhana has always been in the spotlight for her beauty, social media posts, and interest in acting. However, the comments she received on social media were often incredibly cruel. Online criticism targeting Suhana's appearance, beauty choices, and her father's fame sparked widespread discussion for a long time. Especially the fact that Suhana, who naturally has a dark complexion, tried to portray herself as someone with fair skin through aesthetic procedures and creams, sparked an incredible backlash from the Indian public. In India, having fair skin is portrayed as a huge privilege. At one point, some private photos of Suhana were shared on social media without her consent. This situation caused a great deal of backlash regarding both personal privacy rights and cyberbullying. On the other hand, the family's reputation was severely damaged. Shah Rukh Khan was heavily criticized for raising his children this way and faced backlash in social circles. Suhana is known for her bold fashion choices, and the release of these photos sparked significant public discussion. While Suhana was pursuing acting training, she also found herself at the center of nepotism debates. The question, would she be talked about this much if she weren't Shah Rukh Khan's daughter, has become one of the most complex issues in Bollywood. Let's go back a bit further. Aryan Khan. Shah Rukh Khan's youngest child, Abram, who caught attention with his innocence and cuteness, was also the subject of endless speculation. Even at his birth, he became the target of incidents. Numerous ugly and baseless claims were made, such as, was he born via a surrogate mother? Is he really Shah Rukh Khan's son? Is he Shah Rukh Khan's child from another woman? Isn't he Gauri's biological child? Some journalists and social media users spread false news that Abram was born from a secret relationship between Shah Rukh Khan and another woman. Shah Rukh spoke out against these accusations for the first time with such severity. These negative rumors are affecting not only my future but also my son's. These incidents show that fame brings not just glamour but can also impact a person's private life deeply. Shah Rukh Khan's children have always been the target of not only the media but also social media. Many news articles published under headlines like "Famous children who live in the spotlight contributed to public scrutiny and intense online criticism." Their Instagram posts, party images, and even the people they follow became a topic of discussion. While some of their posts were criticized, some were interpreted as against the state order. Comments on a photo of Suhana in a bikini sparked strong reactions, with many activists describing the situation as an example of sexist criticism. So, did these children really do wrong, or did we raise their lives in the wrong way? Were the social media courts really fair? Be sure to write me your comments on this subject. So, what do you think Shah Rukh Khan's attitude was as a father? He has always been known as a father who is devoted to his family. But these incidents regarding his children also revealed what kind of attitude he has. He's rushed to court while Aryan was in custody. His long Instagram statement after Suhana faced harsh online backlash. His reactions to the rumors about Abram. Shah Rukh displayed both an emotional and controlled stance during this process. Some argue that he was too calm, while others argue that he was in deep pain. But no matter what, these events made his family figure even more human. Shah Rukh Khan's children. Luxury, fame, a dazzling life on one side. On the other hand, there were claims of unfair treatment, public backlash, and serious accusations. The truth is, being famous is not easy, especially when you have such a strong last name. Do you think these children are really morally weak? Or are they just young people trying to grow up in the spotlight and making mistakes? Let's meet in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more content like this. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.